Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Here I am today from out here in nature once again, and I hope that the sound quality is okay. I'm here with this beautiful tree. Does anybody know what tree this is? It has beautiful fruit that tastes delicious, and it smells really good. It's a fig tree. Do you know the fig tree? Okay. So let's start with our sentences from last week. So remember, every week I give you different sentences and you correct them, and I'm just trying to help you improve your English as much as possible. So these are little details that we are going to talk about, and hopefully you can improve a little bit each time you watch a video. Okay, so the first sentence, I would like other piece of cake. This is incorrect. Why? Because other, okay? Because we have different words. We have other, the other, and an other, okay? So in this case, we would want to say, I would like another piece of cake. Okay, so let's talk about the difference. So with other, you're going to be talking about non-specific things. Okay, so here are some examples. I prefer other music. Or, what other books by this author have you read? What other things will you bring on vacation? Okay, so things that are non-specific, it doesn't matter, like other books, other music, but nothing specific. Whereas if you want to talk about something specific, then you would say the other. So you would say, I prefer the other color. Not this color, but the other color. Or, our other car is at the mechanic. Okay, so you could also say our with any determiner. So our other car, your other, the other, any determiner will make it specific. Okay, so other examples, non-specific, other examples. There's one other thing we must discuss. Okay, here's a bonus question. What's the difference in English between discuss and argue? Because I think these are false friends in Spanish and English, right? Okay. The other computer is 5 years old. Not this one, but the other one, because we're talking about something specific. Or, the shop is on the other side of the street. Not this side, the other side. The other kids have gone back to school already. Not these kids, the other kids. All right, and then the third one is another. So another is singular. Okay, and non-specific, just another. It's like an other, one more, right? An additional. So you could say something like, would you like another cup of tea? Or, there's another cafe around the corner. Or, let's talk with one another, and I'm sure we can avoid further arguments, right? Okay. Okay, the next sentence is, she is quite self-confident person. Okay, so this is incorrect. Why? Quite is a degree adverb, right? So we can use quite with adjectives or with nouns, okay? But if you're going to use it with a noun, you're going to have to put a. So you would say, quite a self-confident person. Let's see, with adjectives, examples would be, he is quite good at drawing. Or, she was quite excited about her new job. Our lives are quite different nowadays. I go to the park quite often. You are quite right about that. Okay, or the landscape is quite incredible. Or I am quite obviously very fond of nature. So this is quite plus adjective or quite plus adverb. Okay, so just quite and the adjective. And then quite plus nouns. So you could say, there was quite a crowd, like many, many people. Or, if you study, it will make quite a difference. Or, it's quite a wonderful book. So if you put an adjective, just make sure you remember a wonderful book. Quite a wonderful book. Or, that's quite a big cake you all have eaten. She's quite a self-confident person. Okay, so that would be our example sentence. Number 3. Number 3, I prefer spend the day at the beach. Okay, so prefer is one of the verbs that can be followed by the infinitive, to spend, or the gerund, spending. So remember that there are 4 categories of verbs. Verbs that are followed by the infinitive, verbs that are followed by the gerund, ing, verbs that can be followed by the gerund and the infinitive and the meaning doesn't change, like prefer, or verbs that can be followed by the gerund or the infinitive and the meaning is different. So here, I'm going to leave you some information about that. Okay, so I hope that information was helpful. Honestly, I think I could do a whole video on this topic. So yes, we'll talk about this again in the future. But for now, let's continue. The next sentence was, he is working hardly. So this is incorrect. You could either say, he is working hard, which means he's working a lot, or he is hardly working, which means almost nothing. So hard is an irregular adverb because normally when we put ly on an adjective, we're going to change it into an adverb. But in this case, no. So I'm going to give you a list of adverbs here and some information so that you can look at them, but it should be easy. Just remember that hard is strange. So he is working really hard, or he's hardly working. He's not working at all. Okay, here you go. Okay, so now we have all of the words that I asked you to write sentences about, and you guys did a really good job. You wrote some really funny sentences, and I want to talk about them right now, okay? So first we have carry, bring, and wear, because in Spanish, you use the same word for all 3 of these. In English, we have 3 different words. So carry. So carry means to support the weight of something from one place to another. So if you carry something, you are physically bringing it, carrying it. Maybe it's heavy or it's really light, but you are bringing it from one place to another in your hands and you are supporting the weight, right? Bring is just to take someone or something or someone with you to some other place. So to bring something, like I'm going to bring this thing to over there, but I'm not specifically talking about the weight and like carrying it. I'm just bringing it. And then wear is to have something on your body, like clothing, decoration, protection, like clothing, right? So yeah, something that you wear. Okay, so with carry, here are some of your sentences. Lucia, she said, I choose to carry reusable shopping bags, which is good. You can carry your fruits and veggies in the reusable shopping bag, but maybe you bring the reusable shopping bag to the shop and then you support the weight of all of your food, okay? Someone said, I need to carry the car to the mechanic. No. Unless you are Hulk and you can carry, like actually physically support the weight of the car and bring it to the mechanic, this is incorrect use of carry. Someone else said, I will carry a dog, which could be correct if you carry the dog. Maybe it's a Chihuahua or a Pomchi or whatever small dog that you can actually physically carry and support the weight of, but you're not going to carry a Mastiff. Like a big dog, you're not going to carry. I try to carry my dog, but he's very heavy, so I can't really carry him, but I can bring him with me. Today he's not with me. Oh, he went out this morning on a long walk, so he doesn't need to come all the time. Okay, and then Irene said, carry on, which is something that the British say to say, like, keep going, carry on, carry on. Okay, very good. So sentences with bring. Can you bring a veggie dish to dinner? Says Lucia. Very good, Lucia. So you're going to bring it with you. You're going to bring it to the party. I am going to bring some sweets, says Miguel. Good job. Do you want me to bring anything? Can I bring a friend? Because you can also bring a person, because you're not going to carry them, but you can bring them to the party. Can I bring a friend to your party? Tomorrow he will bring pizza. Perfect. And I like that you were practicing with will and going to. Good job, everyone. Okay, and then sentences with wear, right? Because wear is for clothing. So, I'm going to wear my cousin. No, you're not going to wear your cousin. You could wear your cousin's shirt, but you're not going to wear your cousin. You can bring your cousin to the party, but you can't wear, because wear is for clothing, right? Someone said, do you wear a jacket? Do you wear a jacket like specifically like in summer? But normally with wear, we want to remember that we use the present continuous and we say, are you wearing a jacket today? Okay. And I think Lucia said, tomorrow I'm going to wear my green shirt. So very good. All right, perfect. So now we can talk about remember and remind. So remember is to be able to bring to one's mind awareness of something from the past, or like to do something that is necessary. And remind is to cause someone to remember someone or something, or to cause someone to fulfill an obligation or to take note of something. So let's see, Bea said, oh, do you hear the car? Not too bad. Okay, so Bea said, I remind myself that I need to buy food. That's good. I need to remember. So I'm going to remind myself, I'm going to write a note, and I will remember. Because the note will remind you, the note will cause you to remember to buy food. I always remember birthdays, or thank you for reminding me about his birthday, right? Or I must remember to buy milk, or remind me to buy milk. Pablo said, I will remember doing this, which is fine. Or you could also say, I will remember to do this. So this is one of those that I talked about before, that there are 4 categories of verbs. Remember is in the category where there's 2 different meanings. So if you say, I will remember to do this in the future, or I will remember doing this in the past. So like, I will remember doing this activity I did when I was a child. So doing with ing, we're kind of talking about remember as in memory. And with to do, you're talking about an obligation or something to do in the future. Okay, he remembered what he had to do. Good. His mother reminded him to do his homework. Danny said, I still laugh when I remember what happened this weekend. Perfect. And he always reminds me of his father. Ivan, very good. But remember that always is spelled with a Y. I think you spelled it with an I, but that's okay. So let me remind you, always is spelled with a Y. And let's see. Teresa said, can you remember the name of your old cat? Okay, good. Or your cat reminds me of my cat, for example. Or Maria said, she reminds me to someone from my village. Good, but be careful because you say reminds me of someone from my village. Okay? And the bonus question. Oh no, before the bonus question, this was really good. Elena wrote a sentence with all of the words, and she said, remember to carry all of your clothes to his house, wear a comfortable dress to the party, and remind me to bring my phone. That was perfect, except for carry all of your clothes. Are you talking about like physically carrying them in a suitcase or carrying them in a backpack? But it's okay. It's a good sentence. I like that you put them all together. Good job. Okay, and then the bonus question was kind of. What's the meaning of kind of? So some of you were correct that kind of means like a type. Sorry, the sun. It means a type of, right? But it also means a little. So if I say something like, I should continue working, but I'm kind of tired. Sometimes we even shorten it to kinda. I'm kinda tired. So yeah, that's very informal. Do not use this, but if you hear it, it could mean a type of, but it could also mean a little bit, like I'm kind of tired, or this movie is kind of boring, right? Okay, so that is it for today. I will leave you with some more sentences, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, week, month, whenever you see this. And remember to go outside. It's beautiful outside. Go find a fig tree. And yeah, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.